So there's this whole thing on synchronicity. I think I'm going to spend a whole week on this and just do some short videos. The synchronistic number thing, people that don't have any faith on it can write it off as, well, yeah, they're numbers. Like a clock's always going to be at 11:11. You're always going to find 222 on a clock. Your odometer on your car is at 331, and if you just watch it for 2 more miles, you're going to see 333. And then obviously there's addresses and phone numbers that have it that you drive by every day, 888 numbers, or an address that is going to have a 1111. And that's for people that don't want to believe in it. Just the same as you don't want to believe in anything else, whether it's conspiracy theories or God or um, whether eggs are good for you. Your belief is going to temper what you see and what you believe in. So it doesn't require necessarily belief, but requires attention to actually have these synchronistic events, because the numbers in themselves won't matter much, but when you start paying attention to them and attention to how you feel when you see them, you'll start to realize they do coincide with something. You're thinking about somebody you really should call or text, and you see 222 and you think, oh, that's just a coincidence. And then all of a sudden, that later that night you're thinking about it, and all of a sudden the clock is at 4:44, and you're thinking about the same thing, and you're like, okay, somebody's trying to tell me something, because every time I think about I should text this person, the numbers do something. The universe's way of communicating with your inner being, your soul, and then it's up to our outer being to understand that that's what's happening. So there is something to it, but it depends on whether you're willing to see it or you want to dismiss it. If you dismiss it, it won't mean anything to you. You'll see numbers all the time and you'll just ignore them. But if you just pay attention to when you see those numbers and what's going through your head or your heart or your intuition at the time you see those numbers, you'll realize it is actually the universe confirming or denying something. There's some sort of communication there from your higher self, future self, universe, God, whatever you want to equate it to, but somebody on the spiritual level is trying to reach out to you. So I'll talk more about this in the coming week, because there's a lot to it. But the first thing is, you have to believe in it. You don't have to necessarily say, oh, I see all these numbers, I must be spiritually awake or something. Just when you do see these synchronistic numbers, notice how you feel and what you're thinking about when you notice them, and see what you come up with.